Hi guys, this ride was up and over the scenic Glen Kendrum, and it also featured the tow rope. As usual, the key objective is to show the terrain and surfaces, and this one was pretty varied with some chunky steep climbs, burn crossings and brilliant descents. I even got an opportunity to use my tow rope for the first time. Thank you, Miriam, for agreeing to a little assistance up the climb. It was definitely a bit of fun trying it out. As usual, the camera doesn't seem to capture the steepness, but trust me, some of it was definitely challenging even on an e-bike. The route map shows the circuit, complete with the elevation. Mind you, it doesn't show the two burns that we had to cross. We started up at bore 84 at Kingshouse, just off the A84. Went under the main road to get onto the path which heads towards Loch Earnhead. It's a great cinder path heading north, which is very comfortable. We had time for a quick recap on what to expect next as we started to ascend the glen. Went under an interesting ornate cast iron bridge over the disused railway. Soon we started to climb upwards to the saddle between these two hills. One was Craig McRannoch and the other one Mial and Charlie, I think it's pronounced. E-bike was definitely an advantage up the climbs, especially if you wanted to get ahead to get some video footage of the crew. Definitely some path erosion, making the going somewhat tougher. And boy, did it get tough. Took a welcome break to catch our breath after a short climb. And then there was a small Kendrum burn, which wasn't too problematic. However, there was a really sharp climb straight after it, so you had to keep moving. In the interests of never leaving anyone behind, an ideal opportunity came up for me to use my tow rope for the first time. At last, a willing test subject for the tow rope. Thank goodness Miriam is an experienced rider, otherwise it could have been a lot more challenging on this terrain and path. Although it's difficult to keep in a straight line on the rough surface, it was a surprisingly effective way of helping someone up the slope, as long as they were pedaling as well on the steep terrain. No idea what it would have been like if their chain had snapped or something like that. We had the last push up to the top and the plateau. Next, the downhill fun, and that was pretty fast going. Finally, we arrived at a rather slippery Ardkyle burn. This crossing was quite tentative as it was very slippery rock, but we all managed to get across upright. Then we went down and back onto the smooth cinder path for a steady pace back to complete the ride. Finally back to Vor 84 for a welcome coffee. Thank you once again to Miriam and Dan for leading the ride, and to all the other hardy souls that made it such an enjoyable outing.